What an electrifying Game 4 between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Los Angeles Lakers. It was a back-and-forth battle, filled with dramatic moments and clutch plays, and NBA on TNT was right there to capture all the action. The guys on the panel had some strong reactions to what was one of the most thrilling games of the postseason so far. The Timberwolves managed to hold on for a 108-106 victory, putting them up 3-1 in the series, and their defense in the final minutes was the story of the game. The game came down to the wire, with the Lakers scrambling to make a comeback after the Timberwolves built a solid lead in the second half. But Minnesota's defense came up huge, with Anthony Edwards leading the charge and Karl-Anthony Towns contributing key blocks when it mattered most. Edwards finished with 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. His performance in crunch time was nothing short of spectacular, especially as the Lakers were making a last-ditch effort to steal the game. Edwards hit several key shots in the fourth quarter, including a big three-pointer to extend the Timberwolves' lead late in the game. His ability to stay composed and deliver under pressure really stood out, and the NBA on TNT crew couldn't stop praising his maturity for such a young player. Towns was another standout for the Timberwolves, putting up a solid 22 points and 11 rebounds. His presence in the paint was vital, as the Lakers had a hard time finding consistent scoring in the second half. Towns also came up with a big block on LeBron James in the final moments, preventing the Lakers from getting a potential game-tying basket. That defensive play really sealed the game for the Timberwolves, and the panel on NBA on TNT couldn't help but acknowledge his defensive growth. LeBron James, as expected, did his best to keep the Lakers in the game. He finished with 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists, and in the final minutes, it looked like he might pull off another playoff miracle. LeBron hit some big shots to keep the Lakers within striking distance, and he also made some clutch passes to set up teammates. But in the final seconds, the Timberwolves' defense was just too much. LeBron had a last-second attempt that bounced off the rim, and that sealed the Timberwolves' win. Shaq, Charles Barkley, and the rest of the NBA on TNT panel had plenty to say after the game. Shaq was quick to give praise to Anthony Edwards for his poise, saying, "He's showing us that he can be the guy down the stretch." That's a big-time performance for a young player. Charles Barkley agreed, adding, "Edwards was the best player on the floor tonight." LeBron had a great game, but Anthony Edwards showed why he's ready to lead this team. Kenny Smith also chimed in on the Timberwolves' defense, pointing out how the team stepped up in the final moments. "They made the big stops when it counted. That's playoff basketball," Smith said. "It's not just about scoring, it's about getting those crucial stops, and the Timberwolves did that tonight." Despite the loss, the Lakers' effort was commendable. LeBron James continues to prove why he's one of the greatest players in NBA history, and while they fell short, there's still hope for a comeback in Game 5. The Lakers will need to win the next game to stay alive in the series, but with LeBron leading the charge, it's certainly not out of the question. For the Timberwolves, it's a huge win that gives them a commanding 3-1 series lead. Their defense was key, and with Edwards and Towns stepping up, they're looking more and more like a legitimate contender. If they can continue this level of play, they'll be tough to beat moving forward. The NBA on TNT guys had nothing but praise for both teams and their performances, but with the Timberwolves on the verge of closing out the series, all eyes are now on Game 5 to see if the Lakers can mount a comeback or if Minnesota will continue their playoff run.